In this video, we're going to consider the concept of a composite expert. In earlier videos, you saw how the model works. We used results from one expert. It was actually expert 6. And so we can take the results from expert 6 and put them in the model here. We're looking at the without condition 2071. So if we look at their results, let's run this model real quickly so we have some results to show you. So we're doing 10,000 iterations of this model, which will become clear. But the shape that you're looking at here should look familiar. This is the shape of the output that was obtained from expert 6. And we have 17 to about 36% chance of establishment. And that would be for expert 6. However, not all experts agree. Let's take a look at what expert 1 thought. Expert 1 thought the probability of establishment would be a good bit higher. Let's take a look at expert 5 here. Expert 5 thought it would be a good bit lower. So there is a wide range of opinion here. We have some experts who think it's inevitable. That would be over here. We have some who think it's virtually impossible. That would be over here. And we have some in the middle. So there's a question of what do you do when you have experts that disagree like this? Well, one thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that decision makers are completely aware of this disagreement, of this manner in which people regard this probability. So you don't want to hide the uncertainty. Make sure people understand the uncertainty. But when you're going to be evaluating, it's helpful to have a single metric. That's not a single number, but it's a single metric. And one way you can do that is you can generate what's called a composite expert. That means combining the opinions of these 6 different experts in some manner that we can use to assist decision making. There are many ways to do that. Some of them are quite sophisticated. What we used was perhaps the simplest method, and that is just to take the average at a given percentile, take these 6 numbers and average them up. We looked at several other options. We opted for this ultimately. And so here we have the results from our composite expert. This has taken the results from all the experts, and it's fairly close to what we saw before. And that's just because I chose expert 6. If I had chosen another expert, this would look quite different. But this is between 21 and 34% now. So we have a composite expert for every value. Here's the without condition 2031, the without condition 2021. And then we have for the barrier. So we have the expert opinion about all of these values. So for example, let's take a look here at what we did just a little bit ago with one expert. Here's the without project condition. We're going to overlay the barrier, and we say OK, and this is the reduction that we get. This is the residual risk with the electric barrier in place. We could compare that to let's say lock closure. So let's move on down to the lock closure. And now we have 3 results from the composite expert. What we did in this case, in some graphics, was we went here to get markers and said, show us the median for that for all three of these graphs, will you? And that enables us to produce a graph that looks like this. It still conveys the distribution, but it also gives you a way to kind of judge the magnitude of the effect that you're looking at here. So composite experts are a useful device for combining the opinions of numerous experts.